everyone doing this lovely, what is today? Sunday. So we're in a new place and the, I guess, half a year long setup that we've been going through trying to build this thing. Let me turn off the music though real quick. Okay. So, first off, I'm aware of the elephant in the room. There's a slight, tiny bit amount of latency, and that is fine. For today, we're just gonna deal with it for today. Oh my gosh, Roberta, thank you so much for the 20. I really appreciate it. And yes, happy Mother's Day. That is today. Very nice day. But yeah, so there's a little bit of latency in the camera settings, and that is because I have been able, and it's kind of 3D. And there's a lot that's going to go into that, and I'm excited to kind of like show you guys, but that's going to be for a different day. But yeah, I have to figure out the latency because I think you guys can hear me pretty much like as my voice is coming from me, but the video is slightly delayed, and I think that's because of the Wi-Fi about where I'm at. So I think that will get adjusted as we go. And okay, so for today, I think for today, we're just going to do our normal singing stream. Is it a green screen? It is kind of like a green screen. So it's called an infinity wall. So basically, if I wanted to, I could go kind of all the way back into the scene. I'm not going to just because that is not currently set up for that. But that is the goal of this infinity room. It's really cool. Actually, you know what's kind of fun? Now that I'm not utilizing my phone for TikTok streams, I feel like I can actually take a picture of it and show you guys. Wait, hold on. If I go like this, can you guys see it on the phone? Hold on. Oh my gosh, you can't. Wait, what? Oh, that's weird. Oh, because it's keying out the green screen. Okay, that's fine. But bummer, I would have shown you guys. But basically the setup is a giant, it's a green room, giant, and it's like a big circle, and I'm in the middle of the circle. Anyway, it's going to be really cool to actually go through and set up a bunch of fun, different interactables eventually in the streams. But for today, we're going to keep it simple since it's the first time. We want to make sure everything runs correctly. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into music as per usual for today, and maybe talk about doing a concert in this really cool room. And maybe later on in the stream, I'll kind of show you guys how the room actually like looks in the sense of depth and that sort of thing. But for now, also there's no reverb today. Bummer for me, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm at least glad the audio is not crazy delayed. That's what I was a little bit worried about. But it's not, which is great. Oh, and then also I'm forgetting too, because I'm live streaming other places too. On TikTok, it looks a little wonky. It looks a little wonky right now. I'm gonna have it set up in a way that's a little bit better for next time, but I literally just wanted to get it moving today. So that's what we're doing. All right, let's go ahead and start with the music, shall we? So we're gonna go ahead and do a couple Leve songs first. Hold on really fast. Okay, cool. We're gonna go ahead and do a couple of Leve songs first, and then we will jump into our other usual stuff. But I just want to make sure everything works. So safe route is to do a little Leve, something I know pretty well. Okay, here we go. Here is Promise by Leve. Yes, I can talk about the green screen a little bit. I will, I promise. Ooh, that's quiet. Yeah, because this is a totally new room and setup for me, so there's a lot of new. There's a lot of new going on. Okay. Oh, oops, it already started. I'm happy, though, the audio wasn't delayed for me. I was a little bit worried about that for today, but it is all good. Okay, here we go. I made a promise to distance myself, took a flight through aurora skies. Honestly, I didn't think about how we didn't say goodbye. Just see you very soon. It hurts to be something, it's worse to be nothing with you. So I didn't call you hurts to be nothing with you. I've done the math, and there's no solution. We'll never last. So I broke my promise. I called you last night. I shouldn't have, I wouldn't have, if it weren't for the sight of a boy who looked just like you, standing out on Melrose Avenue. It hurts to be something, it's worse to be nothing with you. It hurts to be something, it's worse to be nothing with you. Okay, there we go. That was Promise by Leve. Okay, hopefully that sounded pretty good. I know this thing is gonna like probably irritate me the whole time, but the delay in the visual is gonna drive me crazy, but it's fine. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yes, I know. I love Leve's songs too, honestly. They're so much fun to sing, and I feel like they match a lot of the styles that I try to like emulate in my own music. You know what I mean? So it's always fun when I find an artist and I'm like, wow, okay, this one is great. I love this one. Okay, so maybe I'll talk a little tiny second about the green screen that you guys see behind me. So this thing is super cool. Let me see if I can actually stand, because I have not actually done it on this camera yet, but it's really cool. So the way that this space works is it is an infinity wall, or an infinity room, if you guys have never heard of that before. So basically the idea is I can walk around in the space behind me. I won't go too far because I don't think I put the depth very far for today, because my plan was to stand still. But in this room, you can kind of go anywhere in the room, and you can program certain sections of this like fictitious virtual room to have interactable objects. So like, let's say like kind of like, see the couch that's kind of like behind me? Okay, I have to get used to the green screen thing. But like, you could program an object in the room that you have like with you in person and interact with it, and it actually looked like you're interacting with it in the virtual world. So that was the idea that I wanted to do, and I've been working on this room for quite a while, but I'm happy with how it turned out. It looks really cool. And this is also just like the first project too, so it's gonna get better, which is great. Great for the first one. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. We're gonna go into our next for today's stream, just to make sure everything's kosher and everything works. That's pretty important. Okay, so next on our list, we're gonna do Let You Break My Heart Again, another Leve song, gorgeous song, as we continue on our list for tonight. So let's go ahead and do Let You Break My Heart Again. I think that's a pretty good one. Yeah, perfect. All right. Yeah, keep a bunch of familiar songs for sure. Okay. Hi guys, nice to see y'all. Feeling kind of sick tonight. All I've had is coffee and leftover pie. It's no wonder why. make up on my mind. I don't even think that you care like I do. I should stop. Heaven knows I've tried. Till then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more. Let you break my heart again. I'm just trying to understand what I am doing. Midnight calls, sunset views. Promise I don't mean to cry, but I get overwhelmed and confused. If till then I'll drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we are more than friends. And then of course I'll let you break my heart again. Someday, one day, I will stop falling in love with you. Until I do, I'll be thinking of you and let you break my heart again. Okay, there we go. That was Let You Break My Heart Again by Leve. And hold on, I thought I saw a couple more. Hi, Stevie. Nice to see you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Yes, I know this is a new setup. I am super excited. We'll get into a little bit later about the setup you guys see behind me. But it is the project that I've been talking about recently. Well, not recently. Over the past like 6 months that we've been working on to build. Super, super fun. But we will get into that later on in the stream. Let's continue with the music. And I kind of feel like, again, I want to keep with the songs that we pretty much know pretty well that we normally do for stream. So let's go ahead and do, I feel like let's do Falling Behind by Leve. We'll go ahead and do a couple Leve songs just because I know those pretty well. So I feel like I won't need too much assistance on these for today. Okay, here we go. Here is Falling Behind by Leve. Make sure the volume's there. Okay, there we go. Here we go. And this is a really fun song. I feel like like it fits under the genre of bossa nova. You know what I mean? So, as you guys know, I love good bossa nova.
Moved out to a new city. June is dawning down on me, and all that I can find. A sickly romance in the air. Lovers stroll without a care inside. Ooh, this can't be right. 'Cause the sun's engaged to the sky, and my best friend's found a new guy, and I'm only getting older. I've never had a shoulder to cry on, someone to call mine. Everybody's falling in love, and I'm falling behind. Touched the ocean, fell right in, stepped outside and burned my skin. My life won't go my way. I'm bossing over in my room, hope that I'll find someone soon to. My best friend's found a new guy, and I'm only getting older. I've never had a shoulder to cry on, someone to call mine. Everybody's falling in love, and I'm falling behind. Everybody's falling in love. Everybody's falling in love. Everybody's falling in love, but me.
Okay, there we go. That was Falling Behind by Leve. Gorgeous. I know there's like another little ending section there, but there's a couple of other songs that I do want to get to today. So we're going to go ahead and move on from that one. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I know I personally love singing Leve songs. They're so much fun. And I feel like they fit kind of closer to my style rather than most of like the mainstream kind of like pop songs. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, let's go ahead and move on. We're going to actually go ahead and do another Leve song before we move on to some of the other, I think we have a couple upbeat songs picked for tonight, but let's go ahead and do a bossa nova, another bossa nova, since we're kind of in the mood for that right now. Let's go ahead and do From the Start by Leve. Probably about 2-3 years ago when this song came out. Gorgeous song. So let's go ahead and do that one next. Here we go. Here is From the Start.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you in awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain, listening to you harp on about some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you'll wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love, at least just let me say that when I talk to you, oh, Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I love you from the start?
Yeah, I love this one. I feel like any bossa nova she makes is automatically like one of my favorites. They're just so fun, and I love the chord structure that she used for this song too. It's so much fun, especially to study too for your own music. You know what I mean? It's fun to see other artists use some like super fun chords and stuff. Okay.
What's a girl to do, lying on my bed staring into the blue, unrequited
we go. That was From the Start by Leve. Gorgeous, gorgeous song. Glad we had a chance to sing that wonderful bossa nova today. Oh, yes. Happy Mother's Day, you guys. Y'all are so sweet. Oh, yes. The mic is amazing. Yay. Thank you. It is a new microphone for me as well. We have a bunch of new stuff going on here at the studio. So let's go ahead and jump into our next song. I'm kind of thinking we'll do maybe a couple like lower paced songs today. We might throw a couple more faster songs in there, but I don't know. I feel like that's the energy tonight. So let's go ahead and do My Love, Mine, All Mine. And from a couple weeks ago, I know I wasn't live last weekend, but from, I think it was 2 weekends ago then, we started singing this one in a different key. So that is what we're going to continue with, this newer key of My Love, Mine, All Mine. Let me make sure it is the right key. Let's see. Oh, no, it's this one. There we go. Yeah, I wanted to go higher. Just see if I can do it a little bit better in a higher key rather than a lower key. Okay, here we go. Here is My Love, Mine, All Mine. I think this song came out in 2019, I'm pretty sure. There we go. That was My Love, Mine, All Mine. Been fun. 1 second. Mary, thank you so much for the 5. And what was the other one I just saw? William, thank you so much for the 5. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. Hi, guys. Nice to see y'all. Okay, so let's continue with what we have for tonight. I actually had from last week. This one came in, and I feel like we should do this one. I feel like I need to conquer this one earlier on in the stream. Otherwise, my vocals will get way too tired for this one. So we're going to go ahead and do this one next. This one is from November Ultra, and this is Come Into My Arms. A gorgeous song. And again, I am on the hunt to find a longer version of this song. But for now, we are going to be fine with the one that we currently have, which is, I think, basically the first verse and chorus. So let's go ahead and do that one next. Okay, here we go. Here is Come Into My Arms by November Ultra.
Every now and then, come and take my hand. For every little lie you tell, so you can hide, will grow inside your chest.
I know I normally like to sing with reverb, but I feel like it actually sounds pretty good tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I always like adding just a little tiny bit because it adds a little bit of like space for the vocals in the music. So it kind of sounds a little bit more like a track you would hear on the radio. You know what I mean? So it just adds a little bit more of that realism to it. But that's okay. We will get it figured out on this new system as we go along. But let's go ahead and move on to our I kind of wanted to do maybe a couple more piano ones. Might be good. Oh no, let's do this one next. Okay, so this one's been in our roster for I think like maybe 5 streams now, but let's go ahead and do this one from Steven Universe. Actually, this next one, it's called Love Like You. I feel like I've gotten a lot better at singing this one. A while ago we kind of put this one in a challenge where I was trying to go through and figure out the melody essentially just from hearing it from a long time ago. I forget, somebody recommended that and I was like, oh, okay, I'll try that. So again, the ending might be a little wonky, we'll see, but this is my attempt at Love Like You from Steven Universe. And this is a really pretty song too, and it's been a minute since we've done it. So, perfect timing for tonight. Okay, here we go.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. Love like sure that it's true, 'cause I think you're so good, and I'm nothing like you. Look at you go, I just adore you. I wish that I knew what makes you think I'm so special. If I could begin to do something that does right by you, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. Well, I even learn how to love like you. Love me like you.
Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure that is the melody of that song toward the end there. But it is a really pretty song. I'm happy we sang it today. Okay, so next on our list, let's go ahead and do, I think we're going to kind of just keep with the usual list that we normally do for stream. Let's go ahead and do, what should we do next? With the full acapella track that I did for this song today with me, because I actually did forget to bring that from my other location, but we have this version. So we will be doing that next. Okay, here we go. Here is Rises the Moon by Liana Flores.
As if they'll never end. The sun digs its heels to taunt you, but after sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. Days fade into a watercolor blur. Memories swim and haunt you. Look into the lake, shimmering like smoke. Rises the moon. Oh, close your weary eyes. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to darken. Fading summer just like a daffodil. No, even so rises the moon. You visited by sleep. I promise you that soon the autumn comes to steal away each dream you keep. Breathe, breathe.
Okay, there we go. That was Rises the Moon by Leanna Flores. It is a super beautiful song. Yes, I know there is a little latency today. I know. Okay, so I am today at a new location, which is not my usual studio, but at this new location, I have an infinity wall behind me, which is basically a place. I'm gonna have a bunch of virtual equipment, that sort of thing, bunch of like interactable stuff. But today is just the first stream, and there's a couple bugs, but we shall figure it out as we go. The video, but for now, it's working enough, and we shall do better as we go. But yes. Oh, that song is on your playlist. I love that song. Honestly, it's so pretty. I also really enjoyed going through and adding a bunch of acapella like pieces to that song too. That was so much fun. I remember when I did that. Not too crazy long ago, but yeah. Okay, let's see. I wanted to go through and see about maybe doing a couple jazz pieces from last time, because I know we were trying to get back into singing more jazz. And that was something I wanted to do last time. Let's take a look. Okay, let's go ahead and do Autumn Leaves by Nat King Cole. That was also one on our list from last time, which I was so happy somebody actually knew that song and recommended it to me on stream last time. That was so much fun. I was like, yes, oh my gosh, wait, I love that song. And I don't know if I said before, this is by Nat King Cole, and this particular song, I feel like, especially in the jazz community, not a lot of people reference this song as being like one of his classics, but for me, I think this song does not get enough recognition, so that's why we're doing it next. Okay, here we go. Here is Autumn Leaves, and it is by Nat King Cole.
By the window, the autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. When autumn leaves start to.
Okay, there we go. That was Autumn Leaves by Nat King Cole, a jazz classic, and I kind of feel like we need to go Moonlight in Vermont next. This one has been on our roster for a couple weeks now. But we did change key, I think, last weekend. So we're going to go ahead and do that next. Alrighty, here we go. Here is Moonlight in Vermont. No, I knew it would buffer. Bummer. Okay, that's fine. No, why would it buffer right there is a really pretty part. That's fine. We're going to give it a few seconds to kind of catch up with itself. And I'll probably start back over from the chorus. But I kind of figured that would happen tonight. It is the first time we're running this literal crazy system on this computer, but it's fine. But oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I know. It's really pretty. I love that song. I want to go through at some point, probably really soon. I have a couple new backgrounds that I've been working with Unreal, which is kind of like behind me in this virtual big old circle room. But I want to go through and do kind of like a jazz concert. And I've got a bunch of really fun ideas with a bunch of fun, like interactable stuff for you guys to be able to enjoy with this kind of big virtual space. I'm sure you guys have seen kind of like online a couple different people kind of use a similar aspect, but I don't think I've really seen anyone do music this way before. If I'm totally wrong, you guys could tell me, and I would love to kind of see what other people do in this space, because it's kind of hard to think about different content ideas to kind of do like singing wise, you know what I mean? I don't know. But this room is crazy cool, and I am excited to kind of figure out and learn what different ideas I can go through and kind of create with this kind of, you know, virtual space. So, but yeah. Oh, thank you. Yes, I know. I love jazz. Honestly, I feel like jazz is pretty much the genre that I am very partial to. I don't know. I've gotten a lot of my traction from it, but also kind of discovered my love for singing from it. Okay, let's go back. Now the Wi-Fi is back. Yay. Okay, here we go. Here's the continuation of Moonlight in Vermont. Let's see if I remember where I was in, I think it was the chorus. Okay, there we go. Here's the break. Okay, so that was Moonlight in Vermont, and I'm kind of thinking I should do that one again because there was a funny break in the middle, but let me see. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, let's take a look. I kind of want to do a really upbeat one next, kind of bring the mood back. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and do Almost Like Being in Love. This one is also, well, no, it's not by Nat King Cole, but is by his daughter, Natalie Cole. If you guys didn't know, Nat King Cole had a daughter. Crazy. And she's also doing one of my favorite songs by him. And then I looked it up. I was like, what? There's no way. I had no idea he had a daughter, which is terrible. I should have known that. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and do that one next. And before I start, let me pull up the lyrics because I always forget to do that on this song. But this is a super fun song if you guys have not heard it. And to be honest, I've kind of fallen in love with her version of the song. It's super upbeat and a lot of fun to sing. So without further ado, here is Almost Like Being in Love. And let's hope and pray the Wi-Fi doesn't cut out. Here we go. If it does, just start it over.
Rare mood I'm in, why it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why it's almost like being in love. Oh, the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I would swear I was falling, swear I was falling. Why it's almost like being in love.
This one's really fun. I love kind of like the big band kind of way she wrote this song too. As of before, I don't think it was kind of like a more big band feel, but I love the way this one's written. Okay, here we go.
Oh, the music of love, and from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I would swear I was falling, swear I was falling. Why it's almost like being in love.
Here we go. Okay. Also, what's fun too is because I am in a newer space, I have a lot more freedom to kind of sing, sing super loudly as I was not used to before. So that's something I have to get used to. In my brain, I'm kind of like trying to tone it down, but now I don't get to, which is great. So I gotta retrain my brain not to be so holding back on vocals. Yay, I'm glad you guys like that one. That is a lot of sure doesn't die on us. Let me go ahead and do that one more time. Super upbeat song. And while that one is doing that, there's another one that I'd like to do that is loading right now. So we'll do this one more time, and then we'll jump into a gorgeous, soothing song. One of my favorites by Ella Fitzgerald. But let's go ahead and do this one more time by Natalie Cole. Because it's fun.
What a day this has been, what a rare mood I'm in. Why it's almost like being in love. Oh, the smile on my face for the... Hold on, no, I just messed up. Let's do one more time. Let me back it up. No, I have the freedom to start it over. We have to do a good run through last time. Okay. Here we go. What a day this has been. Well, there's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why it's almost like being in love. Oh, the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I would swear I was falling, swear I was falling. Why, it's almost like being in love.
Actually, that was a better take, I think, than last time. Yeah, this is a really fun song called Scatting with instrumentals.
Oh, the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I would swear I was falling, swear I was falling. Why, it's almost like being in love.
There we go. Okay, that was almost like other song I wanted to show you guys for today. So this song, if you guys have never heard it before, is called Misty. So this song is a lot of fun to sing, and it's kind of hard to sing at the same time because the melody kind of fits in a funny place musically, in the sense that it matches the background very well, but it's on a different scale than what you would normally sing to. So it's a little bit different from how a lot of songs are written today. So in the beginning, when I was learning this song, it was pretty difficult to learn just because it felt super off key to me while I was singing it. But I feel like I've gotten the hang of it over the last few months. So let's go ahead and do that one next. Here is Misty by Ella Fitzgerald. Yes, I know. I love old-fashioned songs too. For me personally, I feel like I'm more partial to kind of like jazz and bossa nova. I feel like I grew up listening to that a lot, so that might be why. Okay, here we go. Here is Misty by Ella Fitzgerald. This is such a pretty song too. I love this particular version.
Look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can't understand, I get misty just holding your I get misty the moment you're. Can't you see that you're leading me on? And it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you, on my own. Never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. Too misty in love.
There we go. That was Misty by Leve and Gore, which I thought was super cool. I really like how she wrote that to feel kind of a little bit more like an intimate setting, like you would feel like at a jazz bar or that kind of thing. So, that in particular is why I loved that version and why I learned the song to that version. But okay, so that was that one. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of our other songs we have for tonight. I kind of feel like I want to go back and do maybe a couple more jazz pieces before we call it a night. Let's see. That's a really cool one too if you guys are partial to jazz. La-di-da-di, la-di-da, 'tis autumn. Fun song. Okay, let me see. Let me go back over here and see what I have. But I do want to do a couple more jazz pieces tonight. I really feel like I need to get back into the swing of seeing those because I haven't been. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and do let's go ahead and after that one, I think I'll go ahead and jump into a really old jazz piece one more time. Okay, here we go. Here is Promise by Leve. Gorgeous song if you've not heard it before. Ooh, Meet You by, there we go.
I made a promise.
Hold on, let me start that one more time. One more time. I have to remember too, I don't have like one of those screen protectors on this microphone. So, one more. I have to sing from a little bit of an angle today. Okay.
I made a promise to distance my soul. Took a flight through aurora skies. Honestly, I didn't think about how we didn't say goodbye. Just see you very soon. It hurts to be something, it's worse to be nothing with you. So I didn't call you for 16 long days, and I should get a cigarette for so much restraint, no matter how long I resist temptation. It hurts to be something, it's worse to be sure we'll never last. Why can't I let go of it?
we go. Okay, so that was Promise by Leve, a gorgeous song. If you guys haven't heard it before, I'm so happy. I want to go ahead and I know I did this one earlier, but it's a really pretty song, and I really want to do it again for tonight. So let's go ahead and do Autumn Leaves by Nat King Cole. See, I think I sang this one like 30 minutes ago or so. So here we go. Here is Autumn Leaves. This is one of the most soothing songs pretty much in the world to me. Here we go. Here is Autumn Leaves.
The falling leaves drift by the window. The autumn leaves of red leaves, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song. But I miss you more when autumn leaves start to fall.
Okay, there we go. That was Autumn Leaves by Nat King Cole, a gorgeous, gorgeous song. If you guys haven't heard it before, I'm super happy to introduce you. And I saw you guys talking about live stream. So my usual time, I also remember I'm like super close to the mic. Okay, so my usual time for streaming is Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I'm not sure if it's going to be this next week or the week following, but I am going to be switching up my usual stream schedule, meaning I'm going to add on to it. So it will be Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I'm hoping to do a lot more content during the week as well, since this place is finally done and it's set up. There'll be a bunch of content streaming out very soon. Exciting about that because we have a couple of originals coming out, as well as a lot of the songs you heard tonight are probably going to end up being covers as well that I'm releasing soon. Some of them we already have released, like Rises the Moon is already released. I'm pretty sure Promise, Dear Soulmate is already released. So there's a lot of the ones that I sang tonight that are already released for you guys out there. So that's fun. That's great. Fun. But that is pretty much all I have for tonight. We actually were streaming for, how long were we going for tonight? I think an hour and like 20 minutes today. Yeah, hour, 20 minutes. Eventually too, my eventual goal is to have streams be like about 2 hours long. If I can handle it vocally, that would be super fun. But you guys are amazing. Y'all are super, super sweet. And I appreciate you guys so, so much. Oh my gosh, I would love to do a collaboration. Honestly, that is something I am also going to be including in this new round of content for literally the rest of this year. Alongside of doing a bunch of really cool shoots in this room, I want to do a lot of collaborations. Is also in part why I built a space literally for that. So yes, absolutely. You guys can DM me, or I don't know if I've got like my business email up on TikTok or anywhere else I'm streaming right now. On YouTube, I think maybe I have my email on there, but yeah, you guys can reach out to me through the DMs and I will absolutely reach out to you guys. It would be so much fun to collaborate. Yeah, but if you guys know anyone else too who's like a jazz singer or instrumentalist, or any instrumentalist or singer for that matter, I would totally love to. It'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, but that is pretty much all I have for tonight. You guys can really look forward to a lot of more fun content now that this room is done. And I think I've got a pretty good sense of the lighting. It doesn't look crazy bad. I was able to put a bunch of fun LUTs onto my camera for today, which is great. So it makes it a little bit more like I'm actually in the room. This particular one, I can't remember. I think it was like $10 or so, but eventually too, I think it'd be a lot of fun to design different rooms with you guys once we kind of get a little bit more traction going. And it makes sense to invest in certain things, but I think that would be super fun, once we kind of get the content rolling out there. But that's pretty much all I have for today. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back here next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for me. And I will also be doing a lot more content this week that I cannot wait to share with you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have been amazing.